Gloss black alloy wheels just look amazing until you drive the car, so protecting your alloys could make them easier to clean and look better for longer without the expense or hassle of a ceramic coating. In this video I'll be taking two easy to use but long lasting paint sealants and see if they're any good on these gloss black alloy wheels. Let's get into it. Just before we get to see any fancy gloss and bead shots, we need to go back and start at the beginning of the process. Even new alloys don't take long to gather dirt and debris. It's the one part of any vehicle that takes the hardest pounding from road grime, being attacked from the loose stones, tar and even heat from brakes. It's difficult to get any good protection on them to last, unless it's a ceramic coating, which is usually the way to go, and I highly recommend using them for this job. But what if you don't have the time? Is there a quick alternative to a ceramic coating? I think there is, so in this video I'll be showing you how easy it is to quickly apply a new type of spray sealant which can withstand the onslaught of our roads. If you've watched the wheel shampoo comparison video, I liked the 26 JPN wheel shampoo, so I'm using it up for the inaugural first clean of these alloys. I'm going to be using roughly 10 millilitres of shampoo squeezed into around 500 millilitres of warm water. It's not an accurate amount as I'm not testing it against any other product today. This is the IK Foamer Pro 2. It's a much better unit than the previous 1.5. I believe I'm using the grey mixer filter at the top of the pickup straw just inside it, and I find it gives me the right consistency foam and enough puff to cover one wheel. With that being just 10 millilitres of shampoo into 500 millilitres of water, I'm using it like a sort of pre-wash SNOWFOAM here, as there was a lot of loose debris. It's not strictly necessary. Normally I would just give the wheels a quick rinse just before I start cleaning them, but I thought I would try something different, and looking into the barrels after the foam was rinsed away, I'm actually quite pleasantly surprised. I'm still going to give them a contact wash, but I've dug out my genuine wheel woolies for this purpose. I've had these for donkey's years, but were put away because they don't fit between the spokes in my BMW alloys, and I feel the softer woolen fibres will do less damage than the easy soft bristled brush. So the shampoo is still 26 JPN, and they recommend anywhere between 50 and 75 millilitres into that 20 litre bucket which we'll use, which is a lot really when the new V2 Garage Therapy wheel shampoo is 20 to 30 millilitres as a comparison. So I'm working the shampoo in and around the barrels with the wheel woolie, angling around behind the spokes as best I can from the bottom up. This way I don't get the dredge from the top of the wheel running down the inside of the barrel and causing possible wash marring. Now this smaller bucket only has clean water in it, and I use this to dunk the wheel woolie into it to rinse it out before dunking the wheel woolie back into the shampoo bucket. This helps keep the shampoo bucket cleaner and again less chance of inflicting any damage from any loose grit. And of course a small wash mitt to do the faces of the wheel and possibly the rear of the spokes just in case the woolie has missed anything. Now I fully understand that to prep wheels for any product to last it's best to take them off the car, but the aim of this video is for a much simpler or lazier approach and seeing just how long a product can last with basic prep. You'll get to see how the protection is doing towards the end of this video. I'll then be doing a full decontamination, polish and ceramic coating with these wheels for another video, so please consider subscribing so you'll be notified when that video is uploaded. I've only just seen this in the edit and I had to go back and check my phone, and this is indeed the wheel before applying any of the sealants on test. I honestly never gave any thought to the wheels have had any dealer protection, which I don't think they have. I think it's maybe just residue off some sort of spray tyre dressing they've used. We saw in the sealants video it definitely had something on the bodywork which took 2 hits of Garage Therapy Zero to remove. So these wheels could have benefited from the same decon. But let's move on anyway and meet the 2 sealants that I'm going to apply. The first is Volvo's Crystal Sealant and the other is Monster Shine Euphoria. Now none of these products are dedicated wheel sealants, but both promote exceptional bonding characteristics to paint, and these wheels are painted after all, so why not give them a try? Application will be done with a foam pad applicator on both of these sealants, starting with the Volvo's Crystal Sealant. With it being water based, it's very easily sprayed onto the pad to prime it before adding another spray to work it onto the wheel faces, spokes and barrels if you like. If you're feeling exceptionally bendy, you can even try it behind the spokes, but that would probably work better if you took the wheels off first. There's no drag, smearing or stickiness to the sealant, and I got round the wheel face and spokes very quickly before buffing off any residue immediately, as waiting too long may cause issues. But I didn't find any issues on the day and buffing off was effortless. The product seems to level itself off and then flash away, leaving a perfectly slick finish and fantastic gloss to these black and silver MG alloys. The Monster Shine Euphoria boasts 12 months from this coating, possibly not from alloy wheels, but the owner Stephen Swindon said it's excellent on all sorts of surfaces. It's very similar to Volvo's in that it's a milky water-based formula, but unlike Volvo's Crystal, you can leave this one to dwell for a few minutes, or so I thought, so I'll just have some time to work around the wheel faces and spokes. Now, as you can see, it's not a blistering hot day with the sun baking down on me. It's cloudy and around 18 degrees centigrade. Ideal temperature and conditions for this type of application, but I'm already seeing an issue with the buffing off. Now 100% I admit there was a lot of product being worked in there from a foam applicator and not a microfiber as recommended, but this hazing over the black gloss areas, which reminded me of the panic I had last time using KKD Revolve ceramic coating. Some say it's due to the high silica levels in the coating, but whatever it is, it's causing this to behave in this way. It certainly isn't an easy application, not this time anyway. Okay, I didn't follow the instructions to use that microfiber applicator, but could a foam pad really be such a problem? In any case, I eventually got the residue removed, but I have to give the ease of application point to Volvo's, as theirs was much more user friendly this time. After a summer trip, I couldn't believe we'd clocked up over 1,000 miles in around 20 days. It's time to take a look now and see how each of these sealants have held up. This is Volvo's Crystal again. I did the same as the sealant test where I applied the sealants on the other side of the car as well. So this is on the near side or passenger side for anyone who can't tell the difference between near and off. So my thinking was originally to offset the 2 sealants on each side, but I knew someone would probably comment about the passenger side of the car getting more dirt than the driver's side, so I ended up with the same sealant on each axle. It's only for general interest anyway, everyone's dirt is different and all that.
Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight.
With the Monster Shine Euphoria having its final rinse of Garage Therapy's newest version of its wheel shampoo, I don't think there's much to separate these sealants at the moment, and after the wheels have been dried off and SP Smart Pro tyre conditioner applied, they just look incredible. I also love how the tyre conditioner just keeps that deep black colour to the tyres too. Equally so at the rear with Wowo's Crystal Sealant, just stunning. I have to admit I may have sat out just a little bit longer than maybe I should have admiring them. They really are lovely. So we're a further 2 months on, that's 3 months after initial application, and I'm very sorry to report that applying a sealant to gloss black alloy wheels, well any alloy wheels for that matter, will not keep them from getting dirty, but it might just help. Remember I said that the sealant wasn't applied inside the barrels, so just take a look at the difference between the barrels and the faces of the wheels. So 3 months in, will the sealants be fading or still as strong as ever? This time I'm going to give the wheels a pre-wash soak in Bilthamber Surfex HD mixed at 10% dilution, then after I blanket the whole car with the Detail Kitchen Palette Cleanser SNOWFOAM, and while that's dwelling I'm going to give the wheels a quick clean using Garage Therapy's new V2 wheel shampoo. With 3 months in, I'd say Monster Shine Euphoria has taken a little bit of a hit with the water sheeting significantly slower than before, but there's definitely still some life in it yet. I've come back out to it an hour later and face on this time, and without the pressure rinse this time the water behaviour tells a completely different story. Still hydrophobic and sheeting quicker now, so I'm declaring this one still alive and well. Wowo's Crystal behaving pretty much exactly the same as Monster Shine as the sealants head over 4 months. I honestly wasn't expecting much more than a month or so on a single coat of any of these sealants, and they have both surpassed all expectations. As you can see on the other side of the car, the near side, they still look perfectly able to sheet off water at the same rate as the driver's side, so for me I still haven't found that the passenger side of a car wears any worse than the driver's side. I'll conclude the video with a summary in a few moments, but I also want to mention the Detail Kitchen sealant I had applied to the bonnet, Strawberries and Gleam. When it's available again, it'll be another extremely long lasting sealant for wheels with one major trick up its sleeve, being able to top up as you wish from a spray and rinse dilutable formula which you can make up from the one bottle that you buy. And if I was going to use a product like this on wheels long term, the Detail Kitchen Strawberries and Gleam gets my money every time. That ability to top up with a simple spray and rinse and last is such a time saver, and it's very economical that way too. So to quickly summarise these two products based on my opinion of picking these two up and using them in similar conditions as per the instructions. The first thing is to compare the costs. Wowo's Crystal Sealant comes in at £18.99 for 500ml and Monster Shine Euphoria is £15.99 for 250ml. Now I don't know how different these two products are, if at all, so from a consumer point of view the Wowo's Crystal Sealant certainly seems better value for money. Ease of application, well, as you saw earlier, I had a bit of trouble with the Monster Shine Euphoria, which may have been too much product on the wrong type of applicator. So I had to have a go with the recommended type of applicator with one of my test panels, which isn't acrylic or plastic but a proper metal section painted in automotive paint and clear coat. As you can see, I still had issues with the product being difficult to remove, so I don't think there's any argument that Wowo's gets the second point for ease of application in my opinion. Longevity next. Going by this test alone, roughly over 4.5 months and 1500 miles. Both are still performing well enough, I'd say, to stretch to maybe 6 months on a single application, which I think is fantastic. So each product gets a point each. If you've made it this far, I hope you have enjoyed it. It's taken so long to collect all the information and edit it all, so you don't have to wait for 4 or 5 months to piece together each month as it happens, not to mention the editing time. So if you'd like to show your appreciation, there's a donation button below the video called Thanks, which supports the channel immensely and allows videos like this to happen. Anyway, I've taken up a lot of your time already. Don't forget to like and subscribe too. I'll see you all on the next one. Take care. Cheerio bye.